It's now time for Trivia Tracks with yours truly, Price Robertson. This edition of Trivia Tracks is brought to you by Beth Smith at Edward Jones and by ProMed Ambulance Services. Question: who is Larry Simon? Those of you wrestling freaks might know him as Boris Malenko. Born in Newark, New Jersey on June 28, 1933, Simon grew up in nearby Irvington. As a teenager, he competed as an amateur wrestler. He debuted professionally in 1955 under his real name and headed for Dallas in 1957, competing as Crusher Duggan. The one-time truck driver unsuccessfully challenged Buddy Rogers for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship in July 1961. 2 months later in the AWA, he wrestled as Otto von Krupp, a German who wore jackboots and a swastika on his back, and tag-teamed with Bob Geigel. In 1962, playing upon Cold War tensions, Simon adopted the persona of Boris Malenko, an agent of the Soviet Union. Malenko is Russian for little. He built his career in South Florida, where his gimmick made him a hated heel among the Cuban population. Over the years, he won numerous championship titles and feuded with Eddie Graham, Wahoo McDaniel, Johnny Valentine, and Jose Lothario, among others. In one angle, after Malenko bloodied Sammy Steamboat by biting his ear, Eddie Graham stormed the ring and punched Malenko's dentures out of his mouth, then crushed them. In 1972, Malenko captured the NWA Florida Tag Team Championship twice, first with Bob Roop and then with Johnny Weaver. For the rest of the decade, he toured Japan and worked in the Southeast. He became the manager of Jerry Blackwell after it was claimed he had acquired the mortgage to Blackwell's family farm, forcing him to fight on his behalf. The angle ended after Ron Garvin paid off the mortgage, freeing Blackwell to attack Malenko. Malenko retired in 1980 and opened a training school in Florida with his sons Dean and Joe, who became wrestlers themselves. He died of leukemia on September 1st, 1994, at the age of 61. In 2018, he was posthumously inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Till next time, I'm Price Robertson. Amazed by today's trivia? Then join me for Trivia Tracks weekdays at 6:45 on Everybody's Country Y95.